Just 5 weeks after missing out on promotion at Wembley, Swindon's footballers today reported back for pre-season training. Star striker Billy Painter may have gone, but there were new faces mixed in with the familiar as manager Danny Wilson tries once again to take Swindon to the Championship. Having come so close, losing out on promotion in the playoff final at Wembley was devastating. Easing in today, but despite the harsh nature of pre-season training to come, there was a new determination to build on last season's achievements.
I don't know about fully fit, but we'll find out over the next couple of weeks. Really looking forward to it though, obviously the way that the season finished. Boys are eager to go in and make sure we get promotion this year.
As for the new faces, David Prutton, former England under-21 international, scoring here during a loan spell at Colchester last season, is set to sign from Leeds. His former clubs include Southampton and Nottingham Forest. The midfielder says he's already feeling at home.
I know Dougie and Luke's from playing with them at Leeds, and just a few others from you play against them over the years. And the majority of footballers are all friendly, nice people. So when you go to different places, it's not too hard to pick it up and make friends.
Michael Rose has signed. The left-back moves from Stockport after a loan spell at Norwich, where he scored this goal back in January. For the manager, though, there's been little chance of a summer break.
I think I've been speaking to my children more than my wife all the summer. But that's what happens. You just you can't really let things go past you. You don't want to miss things. So your phone and your emails are always on all the time, and you're trying to keep on top of things. But it's no different than any other manager.
So having reached Wembley last season, the fans will be hoping for even better this time round. But many clubs up and down the country can afford that sort of optimism at this time of year. The inner sanctum, the powerhouse of the club. Football may change, but the dressing room banter remains the same.
When the football's done, I think that's what they miss, the dressing room, the banter, all the different characters and stuff. So definitely it's a massive part, boys coming in. It's all part of it. It's the team spirit here is fantastic, so it's just part of the team spirit that we've got here.
The day starts early as players arrive for breakfast, a chance for the manager to catch up with his staff.
The acquisition of players is always the hardest part of this time of the season. The nice thing is, from our point of view as well, that we can bring players in on loan as we go along, which obviously the big clubs can't do that. So we benefit a little bit from that, and we've identified a few who would like to do that in the coming months.
Pre-season work is hard. The back of it may be broken by now, but fitness and conditioning at this stage can make or break a season. The treatment room is relatively calm at this time of year, and while the pros prepare, the trainees continue a tradition of cleaning their boots. Last season ended with the bitter taste of defeat in the promotion playoff final at Wembley. The club would have doubled its income had they won, and one of those who felt the pain more than most was young striker Charlie Austin, who had this chance to get Swindon back in the game. He and the team are keen to use that disappointment to their advantage this season.
It was a good experience to get to Wembley, Unfortunately, we didn't take our chances, But yes, look what Millwall did. They went there and then took full advantage this year. Hopefully, we can do it ourselves.
That defeat cost the club emotionally and financially.
To get to the Championship would double the size of the club in income terms. Not only is there the guaranteed $2+ million in terms of solidarity payment coming down from the Premier League, but when you look at the opposition that you would have here every other Saturday, you would be having the equivalent of a Leeds or a Norwich every other Saturday in the main.
The Players' Day continues with work on the training ground. They all wear heart monitors, their work rate constantly checked and recorded.
So on the screen we have all of the players, as you can probably see behind us, their training. It's just monitoring their percentage of their maximum heart rate. So control the intensity of the training and the recovery sessions and things like that, so they don't overtrain, and they're hitting the specific zones that we want them to during the session.
So after coming so close to promotion in May, the manager and his players will know that the fans will be hoping to improve on that this season. David Passmore, BBC Points West, Swindon.
I think this is what people say, they miss the football. When the football's done, I think that's what they miss, the dressing room, the banter, all the different characters and stuff. So definitely it's a massive part. Boys coming in, we've normally got a couple of pictures kind of printed up and lookalikes and stuff like that in the morning. So it's all part of it. It's the team spirit here is fantastic. So it's just part of the team spirit that we've got here.
A very sophisticated sense of humour, I see.
No, not at all. It's very Peter Pan-like. No one has to grow up. So it's. I think that's just the way the sport is, though. I think you need that. We went to Austria there and we're living in each other's pockets for a week. So you get to know each other. You know who likes to get annoyed early and pick on them, and who you can get inside and really have a bit of banter with or head. So no, it's just a massive part. As I say, it's getting to know each other, but we all love it and enjoy it, and you get the odd snap or two, and that's what makes it even better.
And who did you really take apart on tour then?
Alan O'Brien seems to get more abuse than most, which I enjoy. Well, most of the people enjoy, to be fair, but we all kind of have a crack at each other. It's not an individual or bullying. It's just a case of getting to know each other. The young lads that came in had to sing in front of the boys as initiation, so we had a good laugh at that. A few of the new signings came in and done a number as well. So no, as I say, it's all part of getting to know each other.
What was that initiation ceremony?
Everyone's got to sing a song. A couple of verses, let's just say, in front of each other. Normally the banana as a microphone, stand in front of the boys and in front of the manager and belt out their favourite song. So some people loved it. Mr. Prutton came and really took the house down with it. Was walking about shouting at people out the window and singing, and you've got other ones that aren't so comfortable, let's just say, in front of the boys singing. So no, it's as I say, it's all part of the team.
What was your number?
I never had to do. I brought it in after I actually signed. I've been here one of the longest, so I get to one of the privileges to sit and watch everyone else squirm in front of me. So I dare say if something else happens or move on or whatever, I'll have to do it. But it's something that I've never had to do so far. So long may that continue.
And are you the self-appointed main leader of the dressing room then?
No, not at all. I don't think we've got a leader, to be honest. There's too many characters to be. This is the main one. I'm in charge of the fines, which makes me not very likeable on a Friday. The boys have to come and speak to me about paying fines and stuff like that. So I don't think I'm that popular amongst the boys, let's just say. But no, we've got 4 or 5 at least that spread around the dressing room that really enjoy the banter and starting the things off and getting involved. So it's like I say, it's just one little part of a massive success story here.
And what about the fines? What's the most common fine?
Lates normally for Dave's gym session. Most of the boys kind of tend to want that extra 10 or 20 minutes in bed. So it's £10, £20 and £50. So it's can add up to a lot of money. We've got a few culprits that we get through the season. But it all goes to a good fund at Christmas, and the boys have a day out, go-karting or whatever it is, and again it's towards helping the team.
Well, Swindon failed last year at the final hurdle, the playoff final at Wembley. Absolute agony for them. Do you think they can use that and do better this season?
Yeah, I think it'll harden, strengthen the resolve in the camp. Obviously, they're going to miss Billy Painter. His goals will be now scored, hopefully for him, for Leeds United. But Thomas de Savy's come in. How well he does will influence how well Swindon do. But Danny Wilson, he's a pragmatic man, isn't he?
Absolutely. Well, when I spoke to him a little earlier, he really thought that the players had recovered from that defeat.
You're always a little bit sceptical, really, when you come back after we've been having a disappointment that we did. But they've responded very well, the boys. So they've trained very hard. I think it's helped as well with a couple of new guys coming in. They've lightened the dressing room up again. So I'm delighted with it. We just want a few more acquisitions to give us some bulk. But other than that, it's gone well. Yeah.
Always very relaxed, isn't he? Yeah.